Welcome traders to this week's analysis of gold. My name is Vic. Thanks for joining me here. Gold had another fantastic week. We were able to capitalize on several trades here, and I was personally out for a few days towards the end of the week because of festivals. But we were able to capitalize mostly on the downward move, and I'm sure some of you have capitalized on the upward move as well, but I unfortunately missed on that. But that's fine. You do not have to trade each and every candle. You do not have to trade each and every move, right? Because you must stick to your plan, and you must have the plan ready in advance. So if you did not have any plan for this, or if you were not there, then there is nothing to worry about. There is nothing to regret, because markets are always full of opportunities, and you can always find something to trade. So let's see what has happened and what is going to happen approximately with probability. So let's start with what has happened. So if I go to Telegram channel, this is where I posted this at the start of the week. Yeah. So I posted these two W patterns which are going to complete around here. One was completing around 1796 548. Another one was completing around 1802 level. Now why 1802 level was important? Because first of all, this was inside this FCP zone which we have been monitoring for weeks. This was kind of consolidation upper range. So the market could actually come there and fall down once again, because it has been doing that for a long period of time. And also we also had 1800, around a gap around 1800. So at some point in time the market was going to come up there and close that gap up. But we trade what we see. So we saw that there was a W pattern here at the top here as well, and now the market started to consolidate. This is where I expected market to actually maybe it won't go down, maybe it will go back up. So there, when market starts to consolidate around a level, you should start to manage your risk. You should start to think, okay, if can I am I too much into this, have I taken a very large position or something, and the market is consolidating. Maybe you can close part of that position, or maybe if you have been thinking about opening other positions or something like that, then maybe you should not do that. So this is what I posted after that. This market was consolidating, and soon after that, it started to hit one of the first targets. I was out, so this was sent by mobile, and then the market started to roll over. So it hit one, two, three targets here, and it reached this particular structure zone. Now this was a very important zone. So when you reach certain zones like this, you should either close all of your positions, or at least manage your positions so that you never lose, you maximize your profit, right? So if you want to extend this, then you should leave part of your position running, but around these levels or these areas you should be taking majority of your profits, because the market can actually go back up or reverse entirely, taking all your profits that you have been making. So this reached this level, and then what happened after that is the market went up, right? This is what I was saying, that the market went up and then started to fall back down, and it started to violate this level as well. So this is what I posted. I said, okay, if this zone is violated, then it can fall down to any of these levels further down, right? But it could actually easily go back up. So that's why I was saying that maximize your profit targets, right? Take majority of the profits and then start to roll with the market, right? So the market started to come back down, and this is an area which needed cleanup, right? Because this is a bad behavior. The market is going to, or was going to, actually come back down to clean this up ultimately at some point in time. This has been there for weeks. If you go and check our previous analysis, I mentioned this about this as well. So market came down, collected all of this, cleaned up all of this, left this one. So I'm expecting market to come down at some point in time to clean this up as well. And this, I mentioned this possibility, I mentioned before, that if this level is broken, this is an important level, 1560 1761,047. If this was going to be broken, then market was going to fall further down. So what market did, there was few possibilities that I posted here, that if the market holds this structure, then it could go up. But obviously the market actually kept on falling down, and it reached the fifth target, which was this level. This was very important level. It reached that target 1761, and it broke through all of these levels, which was very good. So we went from, let me show you um, the chart here. So remember, we took the first target, first trade of 1806. Then when market went up, 1806, then fell down, and then when it came here, we started to take this all the way down to this level here, which was a very, very good pre-planned, sort of like, a pre-analyzed move here. So this was a very good trade, and the market came right into this structure here, which was acting as support, and the market started to go up. In this process, it also created a complex M pattern. Now, I'm reminding you that this needs to be cleaned up. At some point in time, the market is going to violate this as well, and it can come back down to clean this up. And because this has already reversed quite a lot from this level, when this is going to come back down, it won't stop here. It is not expected to stop here. It will just keep on going down, maybe after a little temporary stop or something like that. So that is expected here on this chart. Now let's look at what I envisage, so that you get better information. So what has happened now? The market has obviously turned bullish. I was expecting it to fall down a little bit, but because this has turned bullish now, the market is expected to rise further. And remember, we have been talking about this 1830 level. This is a liquidity trap, right? So the market is expected to come either in this level, or I think I'm expecting it to go a little bit beyond, maybe to this profit target white dot, or this white dot. Okay, if it goes there, I'm expecting market to fall down once again. So what can we expect? Market can go to 1830 level or so, or little bit higher, to grab all the stop losses and fall back down. And if the market continues, or 1830 becomes like support level, then it is expected to rise to near about these profit targets minimum, which is 1852, and the next level is going to be near about 1861. Remember, we also have few gaps available here, which we'll see in a second when we go to charts again. So this is what we have on daily time frame. It has turned bullish here, right? However, if I show you the higher time frame, on higher time frame, this is still bearish. That means you should be favoring short positions on higher time frames, and the maximum it can go up to is near about this level here, 1886. Okay, so we have three levels here: 1852, 1861, and 1886 by what I research here. Okay, so this is what we have. Now let's go back to the charts and clean this up a little bit. Okay, let's bring in the analysis. So what the market is doing right now, the market has broken through this the FCP zone, and it has also broken through this important level of 1806. Remember, that has been giving us a lot of opportunities, um, in terms of like short opportunities. When it used to come here, we used to short around 1806. Now, because the market has actually broken through this, and it has closed this gap as well, 1806, I'm going to remove that. These two gaps are still open here. It's 1757, 1753, and there is a huge gap. There is a gap around 1550 level as well, which I mentioned in the previous week's analysis. Um, I strongly suggest that you check out previous week's analysis, so that you get a better idea. There are very important points available in there if you're looking for higher time frame analysis. Okay, so I'm going to just clean up a little bit, so that we know what we are looking at. Okay, I'm going to leave these levels, because if the market starts to go down, then all of these levels can still act as support and resistance, although I will try to update them as if the market starts to go down. Now, this is the zone that we already had on our chart, so everything is kind of already planned. We are always looking ahead, we always plan ahead. So because the market has broken through this FCP zone, I expect it to perform a retest. If it performs a retest, and if I get a confirmation, then I will look for an upward move into 1830. Okay, now 1830.8902 is a very important level, but I'm expecting it to actually violate this entire zone. I'm expecting it to go at least a little bit beyond before I can start to look for short positions. Okay, because this will be a liquidity grab. The market has come here once, twice, thrice. So there'll be a lot of stop losses which will be probably collected here, and then market will try to come back down. And in that process, I will try to ride with the market. So if the market comes down, performs a retest, I will look for a long position. If it comes down to this level, the previous structure level here, let me put a line here. So if it comes down to 1813 level as well, and if I get a confirmation, I'll still look for long. If it comes down to 1806 near about that level, this zone, I'll look for a long. And if it comes to 1830 this zone or little bit above this zone, I'll look for a short position here. Okay, now this move which is above 1830 can actually extend into 1844 as well. So 1844 is an important structure level near about that area, that is important. And now we also have, let me show you this, we also have 1853 as an important level, 1865 as an important level, and we also have a gap available here. Remember the gaps that we have been talking about. So now the market, if the market continues to ride above this liquidity zone, this 1835 zone here, then we can expect 1844, 1853, 1865, and 1882, because there is a gap here as well. And at any of these levels, if I get a confirmation to short, I'll be looking for a short. Okay, and if I get a confirmation to go long, I will be going long, but I will favor my short positions again. So my plan ultimately is going to be this very simple plan. Again, if the market if the market comes back down to near about this area here, okay, and if I get a confirmation, I'll look for a long all the way into 1830 zone. And if it comes down even lower, that's even better. I look for a confirmation. Remember, we must wait for a confirmation, because the market can just simply violate through and come back down, right? This whole thing can be a fake move, especially when you have a gap left. They left a gap around, I think it was 1761. Yeah, there is a gap here around 1761 now. Okay, so it can actually fall down. So always wait for a confirmation. So let me actually go back to trading plan. So if it performs a retest anywhere here, and if I get a confirmation, 1830 zone, 1830, I will get out of my long position. Okay, I'm expecting it to go a little bit higher above this zone to grab liquidity. Okay, around 1840 or even 1844, and I look for a short position if I get a confirmation. Okay, I'll look for a confirmation in and around this zone basically for a short position, and I will try to stick to that confirmation for a long period of time. Now, that short, then if the market volutes through 1844, the next level is going to be 1853. So if I get a confirmation around 1844 to go long, I will ride it to 1853. Again, I will get out unless the market is very quick to remove to the next target. And around 1853, if I get a confirmation to go short, I will go for a short position, right? And all of these levels will start acting as a support, hence the profit targets. If I get a confirmation to go long, I will go long, and my profit target will be 1865. I'll repeat the process. Get your profits off. If I get a confirmation to the long, I will go long all the way to 1880, which was the next level. And if the market gives me a confirmation to short, I'll go for short. I will favor my short positions again at all of these levels. Whenever I will open short positions, I'll try to hold I'll try to hold them for a long period of time. And the reason behind that is because the market is still creating a higher time frame structures, and this market is can still fall down to all the way down to 1550 level as well. So you need to have a plan for both sides, because you can plan, you can trade at any of these levels. All of these levels can act as support and resistance depending on what the market, where the market is going, right? And depending on how the confirmation you're getting, right? So this is my plan, and this is my analysis on gold. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and share it with other traders and trading communities, because they will be also benefit from this analysis. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great trading week next week. Manage your risk, because anything can happen in the market, right? Everything is possible.